this rain.
There's only rain now, Henry.
All the same, it ruins its appearances so, and it distorts my paintwork.
You worry too much about appearances, Henry, and that's coming from me here.
Is it wrong for me to want to look decent? I'm sure you'd understand, James.
Irrational, more like.
Irrational? Says the engineer didn't want to take a goods train and went into a ditch.
Huh, a ditch indeed. It was the turntable's fault.
Be that as it may, Gordon, you never see us diving into ditches now, do you?
What arrogance.
Come on, Henry, put more steam into it. Gordon's Hill is just ahead. I'm trying. This is one heavy train. Little did Henry know that the points were jammed ahead at the bottom of Gordon's Hill. The signalman had gone for help and placed a red flag. However, during the storm, the flag was knocked over.
Come on, and we were going so nicely, too.
It's no use, Henry. We can't risk getting stuck with a train this heavy. I'll go and phone for help. Poor Henry was stuck in the teeming rain. Toby will be along soon, in about 10 minutes.
All right.
Toby arrived just as the rain was stopping.
Sorry, I'm here.
You're late.
I know. I just caught up at the junction by a fallen tree.
We'd better make up for lost time.
Thank you, Toby. Brakes please, driver.
No, plus, we can't stop, Henry.
What?
Henry was speeding right down a disused branch line that no one had been on for many, many years. Suddenly, Henry sped to the end of the line where there was an old shed surrounded by trees and bushes.
Oh no, there's gonna be a crash.
When he opened his eyes, Henry was shocked to see there was an engine inside. Hello? The engine was small. I'm Henry. What's yours? I'm Samson, said the engine. He had not seen daylight in several years. Are you all right, Henry? Asked Toby as he arrived. I'm fine, Toby. I found an engine inside. His name is Samson. Can you go and get help? Don't worry, Henry. I'll get help right away. He found Edward along the line with Rocky, and they agreed to help. Edward pulled away Henry's unhurt trucks, and Toby pushed Rocky into position to get Henry back onto the rails. Now it's time to work. Enjoying the beautiful sunshine and rain, Henry? Ha ha, very funny, Rocky. I never seen a crane like you before, said Samson. And I never seen an engine like you before, said Rocky in return. Soon Henry was back on the rails, and Toby pulled Rocky and Henry away. Later, Harvey arrived to lift Samson onto a flatbed and take him to the works. But as they left, Samson's happy smile suddenly faded away. The Fat Controller was informed about it, and went to the steamworks to have a talk with Samson. Hello, Samson. I am Sir Topham Hatt, the controller of the Northwestern Railway of the island of Sodor. I'd like to ask, where have you come from? Samson didn't respond. I asked this again. Where have you come from? Still not a word. Very well, I shall try to contact your owner and be informed about your presence. And he walked away. When the repairs had been done, the Fat Controller, who still can't trace his owner, sent him to the Knapford yards to help out with the shunting. He worked well, but he didn't respond. Some of the engines tried to speak to him, but no matter how they tried, Samson wouldn't even say a word. Later in the afternoon, Doc arrived at Knapford with some empty trucks. He spotted Samson. Ah, you must be new around here, I assume. Pleased to meet you. My name is Doc. Samson didn't respond. Don't worry, we're all kind here. Samson plucked up the courage. My name is Samson. Samson. I recognized that name before. Then suddenly both of them exchanged with a horrid look. Doc? Samson? It's been so long. I thought you were scrapped all these years ago after our line was closed. I was, but I was rescued by my crew. But how did you end up in that shed? Both didn't respond until Samson left. Later in the evening, Samson was parked in a siding while his crew went over to have tea. As he was enjoying the evening sun, he could hear footsteps near his cab. He thought it was his fireman, so he dozed off. And suddenly he began to move backwards. Samson was horrified. He quickly shut his eyes and hoped for would be a crash, but it didn't. He stopped just before hitting the buffers. The Fat Controller came to see the commotion. Are you alright, Samson? What happened? I don't know, sir. Suddenly I was been in reverse. I thought it could be done by my fireman, he said. Impossible, protested the fireman. I was at Knapford. Very well. We will keep this under wraps. Thankfully, no one was hurt. And he walked away.